What if I told you that one of the most formidable empires of the ancient world rose not through sheer numbers alone, but by weaving together brutal conquests, unparalleled administration, and a deep cultural transformation? This is the story of Assyria, a civilization whose echoes still shape our understanding of power and legacy. Nestled in the ancient Near East, Assyria began humbly at the city of Ashur, a trading hub just northeast of Babylon. Its foundations are wrapped in mystery, with stories ranging from biblical tales linking Ashur's origin to descendants of Noah, to more likely accounts attributing its name to the god Ashur, worshipped as early as the 3rd millennium BCE. This city was more than just a dot on the map. It was the cradle from which a mighty empire would emerge. Dating back to around 1900 BCE, Ashur was initially a modest community, likely pastoral with kings who lived in tents. But even then, it played a significant role in ancient commerce. Merchants traveled far, establishing trade colonies such as Karam-Kanish in Anatolia, through which immense wealth flowed. These merchants were precursors to what we'd recognize as modern-day entrepreneurs, pioneering banking systems and speculative investments long before the dawn of contemporary markets. With trade fueling its growth, Ashur's prosperity provided the foundation for expansion. Yet, the region was dominated by powerful neighbors, the Hurrians, Hatti, and the ambitious Amorites. It took the strategic leadership of kings like Shamashi-Adad to wrest control, securing borders and declaring Ashur the kingdom's capital. However, power remained fluid. Babylon, under the rule of Hammurabi, rose dramatically in influence, at times dominating Assyria and redirecting trade flows. Following Babylon's decline, internal conflicts fractured Assyria for a time, only to be reunited and stabilized under rulers such as Adasi. Assyria's Middle Empire phase was marked by struggle for autonomy amidst regional giants. Mitanni's dominance and subsequent incursions by the Hittites shifted political tides, yet Assyrian kings like Erebu-Adad I and Adad-Nirari I capitalized on opportunities to expand north and south, driving out foes and securing vital territories. Adad-Nirari I's reign is pivotal. His inscriptions offer a rare clear window into the era's politics and conquests, marking the empire's emergence as a formidable force. A chilling yet intricate policy emerged during this time: the systematic deportation of conquered peoples. Far from senseless cruelty, these relocations were highly organized and purposeful, aimed at quelling rebellion and redistributing skilled populations. Families remained intact, travel was managed to preserve health, and deportees became integral parts of the Assyrian state. This approach reveals a calculated strategy blending compassion with control. The empire's military might truly matured under kings like Shalmaneser I and Tukulti-Ninurta I, the latter's relentless campaigns, including crushing victories over the Hittites and the sacking of Babylon, exemplify Assyria's mix of cultural assimilation and formidable warfare. Yet his desecration of sacred temples ignited internal strife, culminating in his assassination, an echo of the tensions between religious reverence and imperial ambition. Following periods of stagnation and a regional dark age, Tiglath-Pileser I revived the empire with sweeping military campaigns stretching to the Mediterranean. His passion for knowledge led to establishing extensive libraries and legal reforms that would resonate throughout history. This renaissance fortified Assyria's cultural and economic foundations, setting the stage for later imperial heights. The Neo-Assyrian Empire, spanning roughly 3 centuries, is often remembered for its ruthless military efficiency and expansion. Kings like Ashurnasirpal II, Shalmaneser III, and the infamous Sennacherib wielded iron weapons and innovative siege tactics, famously conquering countless cities. Yet Assyria's reputation for cruelty should be balanced with the acknowledgement of its administrative genius, assimilation policies, and cultural patronage. Under Sennacherib, the capital moved to Nineveh, where grand palaces and lush gardens, possibly the legendary Hanging Gardens, highlighted the empire's grandeur. But arrogance repeated in history's pages. Sennacherib's destruction of Babylon's temples led to divine indignation, and eventually, his own assassination by his sons. Such cycles of hubris and downfall punctuated Assyrian rule. Esarhaddon, his successor, sought to heal these wounds by rebuilding Babylon and forging alliances through marriage and treaties. His reign marked the empire's vast territorial peak, stretching from the deserts of Nubia in the south to the rugged Zagros Mountains in the east. The last towering figure was Ashurbanipal, the most literate and culturally invested of all Assyrian kings. His library at Nineveh preserved a treasure trove of knowledge, drawing scholars across the empire. Yet beneath the scholar's veneer lay a warrior king notorious for savage displays against enemies, combining brutality with enlightenment in an empire at its zenith. Despite its grandeur, Assyria's vastness sowed its seeds of decline. Overtaxed provinces, internal struggles after Ashurbanipal's death, and relentless revolts weakened the empire. The final blow came when a coalition of Babylonians, Medes, Persians, and Scythians sacked and burned Nineveh in the early 7th century BCE, burying Assyria's history beneath the sands for millennia. Assyria's legacy is profound. Greek historians hailed it as the heart of Mesopotamian civilization, and its innovations in administration, law, and military strategy influenced empires for centuries. The spread of the Aramaic language under Tiglath-Pileser III became a bridge connecting cultures across the ancient Near East, preserving much of Mesopotamian knowledge for future generations. In reflecting on Assyria today, we see a civilization that balanced empire building with cultural preservation, ruler with scholar, conqueror with administrator. Its story challenges us to consider how power can both destroy and create, how history's harshest empires can leave soft, enduring legacies. Enjoyed the video? Give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. See you in the next one.